So let's run through all the peptides I'm using. It's gotten totally out of hand. Keep in mind, this is entirely just my experience using peptides, what I've done. It is not medical advice, okay? Like I look like a doctor or behave like one. That's another video. Anyway, so kind of getting into this, the reason I'm doing this video is, generally speaking, I don't like talking about peptides in meat space because it's a detailed conversation. And to be more precise in what I'm saying here, I'm in the middle of a workout and you ask me, hey, how long have you been using BPC 157? How long did it take for you to start running? And it's like, dude, I'm trying to work out after we work out or before, okay? But situation happened. There was some joking going on. I can't help myself. I always joke around. You know, it's just one. The workout today was kind of insane. It's 25-minute AMRAP, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do one round of this. So real quick, I just realized as I'm sitting down here getting ready to edit the video, that was a very fast breakdown. And to my point around not liking to discuss it because it's a detailed conversation, I don't talk about dosing, cycling, why you should cycle, why you shouldn't cycle some of the peptides, the whole, oh my God, the angiogenesis. I'm not going to talk, I don't talk about any of that. Those are other videos, and that's why, you know, it's a detailed conversation not to have while you're trying to do a power clean. During the workout, some dude shows up, and I guess he's starting a peptide business, and he was talking to the coach, which honestly, pretty smart marketing. I mean, if you want to find biohackers, go to a CrossFit gym, go to a gym. You're going to find people who are likely going to be customers who are going to be interested in peptides, which is why I'm doing this video, is to tell you which ones you should look at. So anyway, she came over, started talking to me, and I'm sitting there skiing, and I'm like, I'm working out. Anyway, so that's why I'm doing this, is to give a rundown. She wanted to know, like, well, what all are you using? Because I post about it on Facebook. So here we go. Let's get going. First off is BPC 157. In my opinion, this is the only peptide you need, and just BPC 157. Not the stupid blends, Wolverine, Glow, Clo, whatever. Just BPC 157. If you have an injury, I would call this the old person peptide, because I run into people at Gold's, and you run into them in CrossFit where, oh, my knees are messed up, my back is messed up, my shoulders are messed up, and, you know, I can't squat below parallel anymore, which, whole other video on that. But BPC 157 is what you need. You don't need the TB500. You don't need copper peptide. You don't need anything else. Just BPC 157. I'm not going to go into the dosing. Talk to a doctor. Get a diagnosis so you know what you're dealing with. But that's BPC 157. I have a video I'm about to do and publish about it that goes through my adventure with it. Highly recommend BPC. Next is Selenk and C-Max. They are as close as you're going to get in real life to NZT. You've watched the movie Limitless, which I recommend. Great movie. The TV series is pretty good. The movie is way better. Watch it and you'll understand what I'm talking about. When I use Selenk and C-Max, I inject it. You can inhale it. It is as a nasal spray. I've only ever used it as an injection. Subcutaneous, you don't feel a thing. It takes about 30 minutes to hit. And the best way I can describe it is 30 minutes later, it's like a weight has been taken off my chest. I'll just and relax, and I can focus. It's awesome. Love it. DSIP, deep sleep inducing peptide, or delta sleep inducing. Deep sleep is what you need for recovery, for muscle building, for growth hormone. Dogs. Oh my God. But you want deep sleep. That's where all the good stuff happens. DSIP, it's a hit or miss thing. Honestly, I like it. Try it out, don't try it out, whatever. Um, Ratatouille. Um, I've been on it since August of 2025. It is a weight loss peptide. I have lost about 40 pounds of weight, mostly fat, using it. I see it as more than just simply a weight loss peptide. I've done plenty of videos talking about it. To me, it is an ADHD medication, specifically around impulse control. It highly recommend it. It's great stuff. There is tirzepatide, which I've never used. Other people like tirzepatide better, whatever. But the Ratatouille, awesome. SS31 is a mitochondrial peptide that often gets paired with MOTS-c. The two are related, like Selenk and Cmax. SS31 repairs the mitochondria in your body so that they work better. And if you're young, I think it's probably not. I wish there was a test to tell you whether or not you need it. But if you're older, maybe. So I'm using it right now. I'm on an 8-week cycle. I think I've got like 3 weeks left, and then I'll use MOTS-c. So think of it like with an engine. SS31 is rebuilding the engine, and then the MOTS-c comes in and runs up the boost. So you've got your Evo, you've rebuilt the engine, and now you're going to tune the ECU. The rebuild is the SS31. The tuning the ECU and running up the boost is the MOTS-c. I'm so far, I think SS31 does work. I've been using it and watching my workouts and my recovery after workouts, and it's been good. So next up is CJC 1295, which gets paired with ipamorelin. There are some other morelin types, tesamorelin, sermorelin. I went with ipamorelin because it, based on the reading and stuff like that, it seemed most applicable to me. I get them mixed up, but ipamorelin goes in and tells your pituitary to release the growth hormone. CJC 1295 tells it to release a whole lot of it. A way that I heard somebody describe it is, you've got a DJ, they're sitting there playing music. You've got a DJ, they're sitting there. The ipamorelin comes in and says, play the music. And the CJC comes in and says, turn up the volume. I might have them backwards. It's late in the day and I just worked out. Last one's TB500. TB500 gets paired with BPC157 frequently, but you'll hear about Wolverine blend, Glow, and Clo. Wolverine is BPC157 blended with TB500. In my opinion, at the point I'm at, where I'm pretty much injury-free, Wolverine makes sense because I'm not fixing anything. If you're fixing something, get them separate. They have different doses. The peptides have different half-lives. There's just a whole bunch of stuff. And this is why I don't like talking about this stuff in meat spaces. There's a conversation that needs to happen. And really and truly, you need to work with a doctor with some of these things. You don't do what I do. Unless you're going to spend the time reading all the research and going through and figuring out which voices on the internet are full of shit and which ones actually know what they're talking about. So those are all of the peptides that I have used. I'm not on all of them all at once. I'm not using the growth hormone related ipamorelin and CJC, not using those right now. Not using TB500. I'll be using MOTS-c probably in August or so after I finish the SS31. I am using Retta. The Selenk and Cmax are regulars for me. Love them. And BPC157, honestly, I'll probably be on it the rest of my life, cycling on and off. Right now, I'm taking what I consider the minimum dose, 1 milligram. That's a quick rundown of what I've used. There are a lot more peptides out there that you can play with. I don't know anything about them. Again, I highly recommend, especially if you're dealing with an injury, if it's like, hey, I hurt my knee, go talk to a freaking doctor. Because if you've torn something, then the way that you're going to deal with it is different than just, if it's just, oh, you pulled the muscle a little, that's one thing. But if you've got like a partial tear, yes, BPC 157, if you read the studies, they have fixed rats who they cut the tendons on. This freaking stuff fixed it. But you need to know, because the way that you're going to dose, how long you're going to use it, all of those details change based on the diagnosis. And guess what? A doctor who does peptides is going to know how to do this and be able to work with you to do it. Yes, you can go to the research use only vendors. No, you're not supposed to inject yourself with it, but we know you're going to. Having a doctor along does make sense. I have a lot of criticism for doctors, but still, it is what they're educated to do. You need to know how to use them to guide you to get the results you're after. Anyway, this was supposed to be a quick video. I'm just going to chop the ends. I'm not even going to take my ums out. Anyway, hope you have a great evening. Hope this helped you. If you got any questions, that's what the comment section's for. I do my best to answer. Have a good one.